the industry needs to adjust right now.
Yeah, they're not
right?
saying, "Hey, everything's fine. I got no time. I'm selling no projects. I'll let you know, if I got a deal for you to get it on." They're like, "Hey, let's get together and talk about why things aren't working so well right now."
Hey, I saw something cool. I don't know if we finished talking about whatever the hell we're talking about, but
What
I
is it?
drove by this sign in Richmond Hill yesterday, maybe the day before. It's a
Yeah.
big Regal Crest Home sign offering 2.54% first mortgage for 3 years.
Of course they will. If you overpay them by, $100,000, they'll buy down your rate
Yeah, we're going
for
to
three
make it
years. But
easier
they've
for you
already
to
worked that
overpay
out.
over here,
Yeah,
right?
like,
No, but
I saw,
that
but you saw
must
that ad I sent you for Treasure Hill.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
What
So
was
they
it? Oh,
just
it's
put it.
sold out like crazy, right?
So they're
Is
like,
it true?
they're
April
running a
Fools?
Facebook ad that says 62 units sold out in 24 hours. Treasure Hill. Da 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 da.
Oh, 62 units out of 382.
Darryl, think about it. Why would you advertise that you sold out all your units? Since when was that a thing? You
Yeah.
advertise when you want to sell the units. Then when people call, you say, "Sorry, it's sold out." You don't run a Facebook campaign telling people.
I didn't even
When I
think about that. That's kind
then
of
when I
weird.
clicked on the ad, it's like, fill out this form.
Yeah, there's another phase
For
coming out
62, it
soon,
wasn't
right?
sold out. We got another phase 2 coming out.
Phase
Or it's
2.
like, yeah, we sold out all 62 back in 2022.
Right.
Yeah. Now here's the
At
next
a
phase.
totally different property,
Yeah.
right?
That's what it was. I was so like, this is such a scam, Treasure Hill. We know what you're up to, Treasure Hill, because those guys got
We
to be
can
listening
see
too.
through you.
We know what's going on.
I'm
Sorry, I'm
shocked at
interrupting
who
you.
listens to this bloody thing, TK, especially like where I was this week, which will remain anonymous at the moment, which was one of the best times I've had in a long time, TK.
You need to get
I
out more.
I was in a room with some pretty brilliant industry representatives. Okay. Like there were titans at this thing and people I respect a great deal, people that I would say I even look up to for what they've done in the city. And um, it's crazy to be in a place like that for me because I felt like I had no clue about anything. Like I was definitely one of the dumbest guys in that room, and I was like quiet. Can you imagine? I was quiet. I was just so busy like absorbing who was there and who was talking and the amount of experience, right? But the fact that, this thing happened is a little nerve-wracking because it just shows that the industry needs to adjust right now.
Yeah, they're not
right?
saying, "Hey, everything's fine. I got no time. I'm selling no projects. I'll let you know, if I got a deal for you to get it on." They're like, "Hey, let's get together and talk about why things aren't working so well right now."
Let's get together and see
Yeah.
if we can like figure out if we can if we've played a part and if we can play a part in unraveling it a little bit.
Without
Right?
saying so much, do you feel like some solutions that were brought up are going to actually be implemented, or do you think they were all just sort of like, you know, talked about?
I think a lot of the things that were talked about are unfortunately, things that are kind of outside of the control of the industry, right? Um, and it's like it's hard to like as I was sitting there listening, it's hard to escape this spiral, right? Where you can't have prices come down, but you kind of need them to come down, or you need the sizes of things to come down, thereby bringing the price down. Like, give us something to sell is
Yeah.
what we need. Like,
Yeah.
there's people that we feel want to buy, I think, but even that's not true. So it's like it's like looking in the mirror and being really totally honest. It's super hard, right? Because there's all the stuff behind it that creates like what is even honest, right? So when your incentives are still to just sell the fuck out of this thing, then it's even if you want the answer, it hurts you personally, right? Everybody in that room, the answer will hurt if we do the stuff necessary immediately, right? Because the government's not coming to pay half the bill. The government's not turning on a dime and changing everything instantly so that things work. They move super slow and they take 4 steps forward and 83 back, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a wonderful thing could come of that, right? It needs to kind of blossom a little bit, maybe be refined a little bit. And
I'm hearing a no. I'm hearing a no.
It's not a no. It's just that,
It's
like, I
just,
think the industry is really smart on its own and is trying everything it can think of that it can
yeah,
control right now, right?
yeah,
Right. And even getting into a room right there, yeah, maybe a few people learn some stuff that other people are doing, but the thing is nobody's doing anything, right?
yeah,
Because it's like you can't sell a condo, and if you're selling condos, it's like going really poorly right now. So what
yeah,
are you going to do? You're going to change your building now? You're going to be fucked, right? So what do? Incentives, 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 and nobody wants the incentives. It's a weird place for the industry, for sure,
yeah.
right?
I think that there's always going to be a strategy that works in any market. It's just, I believe that people are still using the framework from previous markets when the uncontrollables were different, you know, buyer sentiment, interest rates, pricing, all that kind of stuff. Right. And so that's why a lot of the solutions right now seem abstract. You know, they think, oh, you
Well,
know, why that seems so crazy to do. Close the science center. Geez, remove the green belt. Like all these different things. There's solutions out there,
there's
and you got to
solutions
be
out there.
creative
Well, but
to find them. Purpose-built rentals one. You know,
that's what I was
that's
just going to say
right.
is
Like this is
that's what I was saying before is where
yeah,
how the renting versus buying decision will be made for the
yeah.
public right now. It's because
All
of
those buyers that here's an example, please, Darryl. Let me give you this amazing idea next time you talk to somebody. All the connections that these builders have with all these VIP agents who do all the work, right? To bring them those buyers and incentivize them. Offer the agents a commission to bring them a buyer
I've talked
who's
to
gonna
people about this
who's gonna
already.
buy into their project as a purpose-built rental.
I've talked to people about this already. I've been pushing this idea for a while, and everybody says to me,
I
it's
just
like
came up with it right now.
how we must
I
have
just came up
talked
with it.
about
This is
this.
my idea that
I
that
met with like Skrinko about it, and he said fortress, which is like a very scary word
yeah,
to
okay,
say
you
to
did mention that
somebody, right?
before. All right. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
you
listen,
implanted the idea in my
I
head.
think I think
But
it's a
but
great idea, and it
there's
makes a
money out
hell of a
there.
lot of
Yeah,
sense.
there's money out there for people to be able to invest in purpose-built rentals. The agents will get
100%.
paid, the buyers will get their returns, the buildings will get built, and everybody's happy.
I
Tenants
must
will
have
get their
said it on the
units.
show like 18 times already, TK.
Prove it.
But
Okay.
the,
Prove it to
the
me.
but this is where the whole industry needs to go. And
Yeah.
another thing I learned there, because I was a small guy in a room of giant people, right? Big companies, right? When your company is big and you have a lot of stuff going on, it's probably a little harder to kind of change the direction of the thing
Mhm.
while you're busy trying to sell stuff and trying to figure out what the hell you're going to do and probably raising more equity. Like when you have 6, 4, 8 projects going and all these
Yeah.
employees, like it's a very different thing than for me to just go, you know what, we're going to go do purpose-built rental now, everybody. Like, get on
Let's
board.
try
Let's go.
let's
I
do
got an
Hamilton.
idea,
Let's do
right?
Hamilton. Forget it. Yeah.
No, but
I get
it's
it.
very
I get it. I
different. So,
agree. I agree. To
so,
change
but
directions of a steamship, is much harder than a little speedboat,
right. And so as I'm talking to all these people, I'm kind of coming to realize that they're a little bit behind on what is actually possible now with the purpose-built rental programs that are in
Yeah.
place because they're not thinking about it as a purpose-built rental. They're a condo developer, right?
Yeah.
And I think, soon people will have to do these stupid things that I'm doing where it's like, you know what? If the buyer needs to buy closer to when you're actually building the thing because nobody can wait 7 years to move in, then
Yeah.
you need to start doing stuff that's as of right zoning, which
Yeah.
is not for everybody unless you start looking for opportunities that pencil as of right. And you can start doing stuff where now you don't have 3 years of interest payments, right? Because you can just go. You could
Yeah.
just go and you build something that people need, which is a
That the
rental,
city's
and it
already, yeah,
pencils and
happy to
like,
approve. Yeah.
right. So I think that is really going to be what happens is all these guys sitting on their hands are going to go, oh, let's take this off the shelf now. We decided we're not doing anything. Let's see
No
how
one's
they
buying
look
these
as
condos.
purpose-built
Let's
rentals,
own some purpose-built rentals.
right?
And we
Let's
have a
shift them.
purpose-built rental revolution. Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.